Hey, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit the back down. Then like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now. I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Cowboys coming in at 11-3, going up against the Bills, who come in at 5-9.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right there around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
10 yards still left on second down. Play action. Now Peterman. This complete to the tight end Clay. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. In motion, the tight end Clay. The tight end in motion right. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, Peterman. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Prescott from the gun. Buying time to his left. And this one caught by Des Bryant. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The dump-off gets him only one, and now you're looking at a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Prescott finding his big receiver, Bryant, there for a Cowboy first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast?
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He completes it to Bryant. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first and 10, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Green 39! Green 39! No, check, Patriot!
Second down, Peterman. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
In motion, the tight end, Clay. They go play action with Peterman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Bills getting set to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Peterman. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
3rd and long, it's Peterman. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
In the red zone this time. Now Elliott. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Prescott now on 2nd down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Peterman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walton. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Peterman on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Play action. It's Peterman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Peterman. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he slings one that's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. From the gun on 3rd down, Peterman. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
All right, here we go. Leopard!
They'll indeed go for it with Peterman. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Fresh set of downs here. Again, it's Peterman. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, here's Peterman on first down. And Brown's got it for a Bills touchdown. Corey Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. Room to run past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Peterman. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st down, Peterman. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
2nd and 10, Peterman again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him. They tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd down, Prescott. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. C.O. Moore coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the interception, here's Peterman. And nowhere to turn for Peterman as he hits the turf. Stephon Tuitt able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Here's Peterman to throw. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Bills on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, Peterman. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and throw for it with Peterman. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Throwing now, Peterman on first down. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. The ball comes out, and this will go out of bounds, and they're still short of the line to gain, so this is going to be a turnover on downs here. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Gives it to the up back. That's Patrick DeMarco. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he motions the wide receiver. Now a handoff looking right. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Bryant has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. C.O. Moore coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. He juked him. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Prescott. For left side, it's complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Throwing. Prescott. Flushed out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On second down, here's Peterman. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Bud Dupree in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Peterman. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 56 yards. To it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
To throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 3-19. 3. Watching that, Marty. Over.
Back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. Now oh no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The give is to Elliott. And some space here. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Come on, let's go.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out...